Hello, students. Welcome to the online class of biology. In this class, we will study in detail about eubacteria and their types. Eubacteria are the true bacteria which contains cyanobacteria or blue-green algae, chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria, heterotrophic bacteria, and mycoplasma. Cyanobacteria or blue-green algae. They have got chlorophyll in them, which is bacteriochlorophyll. They are the photosynthetic autotrophs, and cyanobacteria were the first organism to produce oxygen on this earth. So they are the organisms which has converted the reducing environment of earth to the oxidizing one. The cyanobacteria can be unicellular like spirulina, they can be colonial like anabaena, or they can be filamentous like oscillatoria. They can be freshwater or marine. Some of these organisms like anabaena, nostoc, they have the specialized cells called heterocysts which can fix the atmospheric nitrogen. Second type of the eubacteria are chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria. These are the non-photosynthetic bacteria which can derive energy by the oxidation of the chemical compounds. In this case, hydrogen is received from the compounds like H2S or amino acids or fatty acid instead of water. For example, sulfur producing bacteria. Third type of eubacteria are heterotrophic bacteria. These bacteria are most abundant and used by the human being for various purposes. They are also pathogenic. The example of the heterotrophic bacteria are first lactobacillus, which convert milk into curd. Then nitrogen fixing bacteria rhizobium is also heterotrophic bacteria. Then the bacteria which causes diseases in animals, human beings or crops are also heterotrophic. For example, Vibrio cholerae, which causes cholera in the human beings, is also a type of heterotrophic bacteria. Then the last type of eubacteria are mycoplasma. They are the organisms which lack cell wall. They can survive without oxygen and they can cause many diseases in plants as well as animals. Now we move on to the next topic, that is the prokaryotic shapes, means the shapes of the bacteria. Bacteria have got three basic shapes: bacillus rod shape, coccus spherical, spirillum helical shape, but there is another fourth shape also which is not so common, that is vibrio or comma shape. The smallest bacteria are the cocci, in which the size of one coccus bacteria is 2.2 micrometer, then followed by the spirillum, which is 3.07 micrometer, and the largest one are the bacilli, in which the dimensions of one bacillus is 5 micrometer. Structure of bacteria. Bacteria is prokaryotic, so there is no nucleus. Instead of nucleus, there is nucleoid. DNA is circular, single. It is combined with non-histone protein and is equal to one chromosome. Beside nuclear DNA, there are present extra chromosomal DNA in the bacteria which are known as plasmids, and these plasmids are used in the DNA recombinant technology in biotechnology. In bacteria, the ribosomes are 70 S types of ribosomes. The plasmids in bacteria are of three types: F factor or fertility factor plasmid, which are responsible for the process of genetic transformation or conjugation in bacteria. R factors are those plasmids which provide resistance to the bacteria against the drugs like tetracycline and ampicillin. Carcinogenic factor. These are the plasmids which produce collicines which kill the other bacteria. Bacteria has got a long flagellum, and then there are present small thread-like structure on the surface which are known as the fimbriae or the pillae. These fimbriae or the pillae helps in the process of conjugation. Sexual reproduction in bacteria has been noticed, and it takes place by the process of conjugation. Two bacteria, one is F positive which contain the F plasmid, and the other bacteria which does not contain the F plasmid, come in close with each other, and then the conjugation bridge is formed. The DNA of the F positive bacteria divide or replicate, and it pass to the bacteria through the conjugation bridge which is F negative. So the F positive bacteria converts the F negative bacteria into the F positive one. Economic importance of bacteria or prokaryotic organisms. They help in nitrogen fixation and helps in increasing the fertility of soil. They help in the recycling of the organic material and oxygen in the environment. They are used in food and beverages. They are used in production of medicines like antibiotics, and they are used in various industries. Differences between eubacteria and archaebacteria. Archaebacteria do not play a critical role in the ecology, whereas eubacteria they help in nutrient cycling. The behavior of the eubacteria and archaebacteria are different towards toxins and antibiotics. Archaebacteria live in the harsh conditions, whereas eubacteria cannot. Archaebacteria have membrane lipids, but in eubacteria there are present peptidoglycans. Eubacteria can reproduce sexually, but archaebacteria cannot reproduce sexually. In this slide, there are certain infoldings of the membrane in the bacteria which are called mesosomes. Now we will study about these. Mesosomes are the specialized convoluted invaginations or infoldings of the plasma membrane. They can be septal, lateral, or irregular in shape. What are the functions of these mesosomes? They help in increasing the membrane surface area, and they are the useful sites of enzyme activity for the process of respiration and transport. They also helps in the cell replication. This is the slide showing the world's largest prokaryote, that is Thiomargarita namibiensis. It is a sulfur metabolizing marine bacterium from the coastal sediments of Namibia.
Thank you so much.